At IXL, we're constantly thinking about ways that we can support educators and make their lives easier, and we spent a lot of time thinking carefully about how to best leverage artificial intelligence to do so, and Spark Studio is really the result of that exploration. I'm Lauren, and I'm on the product team at IXL. Spark Studio is a creative workspace for teachers powered by AI. Spark Studio is specifically designed with teachers in mind. So on Spark Studio, we help teachers unlock the power of AI and really create their own resources while also giving them full ability to edit and really control and tailor their resources to their classroom. We know that teachers are often supporting really large classrooms with lots of different students who have all different needs, and Spark Studio can really help them create resources that are tailored to each of those individual students. So for example, Spark Studio can help create resources for students who are struggling and maybe need a little bit of extra support. It can also be really great at creating extension materials for those students who are working ahead and need additional resources to keep them engaged. And Spark Studio is also great to translate any resources into any language. So Spark Studio is really being used to create resources to meet the needs of all students in a classroom. There's so many different ways that teachers can use Spark Studio for a lesson. One way is they can start by using the lesson planning tool, which is just going to create a great lesson plan as a starting point for their lesson, but then they can also use Spark Studio to create some of those additional lesson resources like a worksheet for students to practice independently, as well as exit tickets to wrap up the lesson. Again, what's really great about Spark Studio is you can use it to create materials to use in your lesson that are personalized to your students' needs. So imagine you're a 5th grade teacher and you're teaching wholes, and you have a few students who are a little bit behind grade level. You can go ahead and paste a passage from wholes that you're going to be reviewing that day into our Adjust Reading Level tool, and Spark Studio will help you to adjust the reading level of that passage so that every student in your classroom is going to have the best materials to support them in that lesson. There are so many ways. Spark Studio is awesome for creating fun activities and really boosting classroom engagement. My favorite way that Spark Studio does this is through our interactive review game resources. We have several on the platform. So we have a Rags to Riches game, a Jeopardy game, Take a Risk game, which is a really fun chance-based review game, as well as matching games. So all of these games are really great because teachers can use the Spark Studio tool to quickly generate content for the game, and then they can actually just directly launch the game within Spark Studio and see an immediately usable, really fun version of the game that they can go ahead and play immediately with their students. So what I love about this is without this tool, teachers can spend hours creating these review games to really boost classroom engagement, and Spark Studio helps them to do it in a lot less time and allows them to create those really memorable classroom experiences. Another thing that I'll call out is that Spark Studio can also be used to create a lot of fun additional activities like word searches and crosswords and word scrambles, which are really fun to print out for a review day or for an extension material. So the Jeopardy review game tool, the lesson planning tool, and the choice board tool are some of the most popular tools on Spark Studio. And we've talked a little bit about the Jeopardy tool as well as the lesson planning tool, but the choice board tool is also a really fun one. The choice board tool creates this board with 12 different activity ideas for students to review or practice a topic. So it creates things like record a podcast on the American Revolution, or create a board game or create a skit. You can imagine there's so many different creative ideas that come up through this tool. And what's really great about this tool is it helps teachers to give students more agency in their learning, which makes them a lot more motivated to take on these different activities and practice that topic. I wish teachers knew more about our short story tool. It's really great at turning any topic into this engaging, immersive story. Imagine you're a 4th grade teacher and you're teaching your students about the water cycle. And so you create a short story about a droplet named Drop who's going through the journey of the water cycle and all of the different phases. It creates a really immersive, fun way to learn new topics. The other one I'd like to call out is the flashcards tool. Many teachers don't know that you can create a ready-to-play and use set of flashcards directly within Spark Studio. So you can use the Spark Studio tool to generate that set of terms, but then you can also edit and really refine and add additional terms, and then create a ready-to-use set directly within Spark Studio. Teachers are loving Spark Studio and are so excited about the possibilities on Spark Studio. We're really excited to continue to improve the product and continue to hear from teachers. Spark Studio is included with your IXL subscription, so teachers be sure to check out all of the amazing tools on Spark Studio.